I'm Char. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the free reading for Jovey Elf. You are the winner from the March 26th live stream giveaway. Now today in the live stream you had asked me about do I have the Celtic deck, and I said no, and I'm wondering if this is the one you're talking about. Well, it's not a very Celtic inside deck. Oh, these are going to be okay, right? We have that beautiful, the knot on the outside with the lovely fairy swirls all around. So I found this one. This is the one I'm going to use for you today. This is our Tarot to Go kit. Did the unboxing on a live stream a couple months ago. Alright, so let's jump right into it. I've got a little cheat sheet book right here. This is Hanson Roberts Tarot Deck, Tarot to Go. So congratulations on winning, and thank you for coming to the live streams. I do the live stream Tarot for the Day cards every Tuesday and Thursday mornings. So anybody that's interested could come along and have an opportunity to win your free reading. Where's my camera? I think my camera's over there. I think it's there. Alright. So just getting some lovely air, getting into the cards. Lovely general reading for you today. It's kind of rushing into it, so let's take a moment. It's been a very active morning so far. So let's see what we've got going on here. We've got a Strength reverse card here going on. So if you're feeling a little bit, where is that going? Right there, good. So she's taming the lion there, has that strength, has that love. So kind of starting off with that. Yeah, so thinking about confidence or lack of confidence, feeling a little bit up in arms right now too about not really what to do. We're in a tough time at this moment, so a lot of people are having their strength tested, strength faltered a little bit. Where do I go from here? What am I supposed to be doing? So it's quite, it's an okay card to have at this point in time of uncertainties. So we'll see what's coming in here next with that. We've got the Ten of Pentacles that's on its head too. So if you're feeling a little bit like not knowing where the next dollar is coming from, or a little bit tight that way, just try to focus on where it's going to come from next. You know it's going to come to you. It will come, it will pass, it'll come. And hard times, they will pass. Things are going to definitely, it's a roller coaster ride right now. Like, it is definitely a roller coaster ride right now. Ten of Pentacles here. There's a thought that's trying to come into my head, and I'm trying to see it, and I think there's still a little bit more that needs to be put up onto that. And the book's got them backwards. Loss of inheritance or position through disposition or gambling. Don't take risks. The odds are against you. Okay, so if you're thinking of something like risky, maybe now is not the time for it. Now is not the time to be buying stocks or anything like that. So I hear, because they're going to drop. Everything is up in turmoil right now. But if you do, just hold still on them because they'll return. Let's have some clarity on here. Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is a time of rest, a time of waiting. So coming right along in here, it's definitely screaming at me like it is just sit back, and there's nothing we can do right now really to alter or change the course of the future. So what we really need to do is just focus on having a rest time. Where are we here? Yeah, it's time to take a break from life's pressures. It is time to take a break from life's pressures, hey? Can indicate someone in the hospital recovering from an illness or a religious retreat. I think right now that just really indicates time to take time away from life's pressures. So that makes sense with those 3 cards coming in here together. Just because, like, with the Strength and that 10 of Pentacles, everything being up in the air. Oh, there it is. There's my Strength card. So with that Strength and the 10 of Pentacles and everything kind of being up in the air, taking the time right now to rest. Maybe what is the right action. I know a lot of people are very confused about what to do right now. Like, it's technically spring break for their kids and they're talking homeschooling, and should I homeschool? Should I have fun? What should I do? I'm home from work. I don't know what to do. And all these feelings are coming in and all these emotions are coming in, where sometimes the right thing to do is just to take that rest. Just to have that nap. Just to take a rest. Enjoy that book. Definitely, definitely. So we're getting on to the Emperor here. Definitely intellect, powerful leader, leadership. Let's have some insight onto that. Because he's the contemplator, right? Like, he's sitting there, he's thinking about what to do next, where to go. He's the planning, kind of introverted right now. Oh, the Death card. We've got some major arcanas coming up for you next. Let's just take a little peek at the book here and see what our insight is. The Emperor is associated with Aries. And it suggests the accumulation of material wealth. It can also indicate a desire for independence. So the Death card comes in. It could be an old way of thinking that needs to die off, a situation that needs to die off. Not the Devil, the Death card. What do we have on the bottom here? Let's see this for clarification. Temperance is on the bottom of the card. Okay, so there is a definite need for a way of thinking to die off, to go away. This way of thinking, coming into independence, it's kind of daunting. It could be a little bit intimidating, a little scary. But with the Temperance card right here, right after death, so Major Arcana talks to us about things that we need to do within ourselves, totally within ourselves. So an old way of thinking, you need to let that go and regain that control again and become in charge of your own being, in charge of your own person, in charge of your own space. Temperance, temperance, temperance. New dreams, realms, perpetual movements. I shouldn't have that on my plants. So spiritual healings. And having those 3 Major Arcana cards right here together really is a good indicator that this is happening internally. This is something you're going to discover about yourself. And it's going to be a beautiful journey. And I know sometimes when we're going through the ups and downs, it doesn't feel like a beautiful thing, but we really come out on the other end as a completely different person that we need to be for the moment. So with these Major Arcanas right here, you're going to have this big change. This rest is coming. And it's not everything is right upside down. There's going to be opportunities that are here. There are things happening that, while we can't control them, we can control how we react to them. And I think taking that power back right now and owning it, just really, that Temperance is just so beautiful. She just has it going on, has that faith. Just a total it's when you reach the vortex, when you're in that spot, when it feels really nice and really good. The cards seem to be coming out in 3s for you today also. So what do we have here? The 5 of Pentacles. So feeling like things are lost again. Going through that cycle. Maybe that's what needs to die off, is like, while the world is going through this huge cycle of change and whatnot, like things going on that way, we also are going through cycles, and being able to reach out to somebody for help or asking for assistance to get through this specific thing. When the 5 of Pentacles comes up, it is kind of like a discerning time, right? Things are happening. Things are not always there. Sometimes the charity isn't being, or things aren't being given to you, but you actually have to ask for them. So let's have a little bit more clarity on what we're supposed to be asking for here. Because sometimes there's help out there, but we don't know what to ask for or how to ask for that help. So let's see if we can have some insight onto that. The Sun card. Maybe it's even just the act of asking for help. So having that rest with the Four of Swords, feeling like everything's topsy-turvy over here, going through that definite change, having that definite change, maybe not quite feeling exactly how you were expecting it to feel after having that moment with that Temperance card, after having that time of dealing with that dark shadow, about having that faith renewed, feeling good, that Temperance card coming in, that angelic light flowing all around. Maybe not quite feeling like it should be that way, but it is. The Sun card's here, and it's just saying, hey, the Sun card's like, hey, things are growing. The Page of Swords comes in right after that. So, like, full of hope. There's going to be some young energy. It's going to happen kind of fast. That youngish sort of energy. But when we're learning, oh, I've got itchy nose, sorry. When we're learning to ask for that help here with the Five of Pentacles, right? And that sun shines down upon us because it's exactly what we need. That page comes in here and provides us with the hope, that young hope, like things are on the side. Not quite sure where I'm going, but I'm here and I'm ready to go for it. Okay, let's see what's next. So going through that cycle it's going to be a little bit hard. And those three major arcanas right here, the Emperor, Death, and Temperance, it's going to be that, it's a feeling thing that you're going to be going through more than a physical thing. It's going to be that, maybe a connection of the heart and the mind. It's going to be, if that Five of Pentacles has you feeling like people don't really understand where you're at or you don't really know where to go, that's the point, I think, to reach out for help. Because I think this transition here, the more I look at your cards, with that strength being faltered a little bit and having that rest, I think going through that transition with those three major arcanas, it's going to teach you something. There's definitely a lesson to be had there, but as soon as you get that moment, that sun's going to be right up. It's coming right along with you. And that Page of Swords cutting the way forward. Let's see what's next. It's really interesting to see how they're laid about here as well. Oh yes, the Eight of Cups. This person sitting here, 8 full cups. Right there. 2 phases of the moon going on. Beautiful wand, water, earthing, rocks right here with this 8 of cups. I'm going to have a sneak peek in the book and see where we are at with this. Because I think it's definitely talking about like self-discovery. Let's have a look in the book here with this 8 of Cups. I want to say the 5 of Pentacles, where you've reached out for help there and you've got that little bit of knowledge, is going to take you into a journey of self-discovery with that 8 of Cups. So many options where the emotions are going, feeling excited about something again. Yeah, the 8 of Cups, lots of options. A pilgrim flees into the night under the watchful gaze of the moon. I thought the pilgrim was sitting there, personally. Don't walk away from a situation before its completion, and don't turn your back on success. So definitely going through that, definitely, I say that a lot today, going through that phase, heading forward with that Page of Swords. That help you're going to have is going to help you to succeed here. Now we need a little bit of clarification on this. Some things that are going on there. Knight of Pentacles. He's kind of going forward. He's holding on to it. He's got the land ready to be plowed. The Knight of Pentacles comes in. It's a long-term thing, though. It's not a very fast. It's not fast. Knight of Pentacles is planning. We're planting those seeds. We're getting it ready. Everything is getting prepared. So he's a very prepared card, this Knight of Pentacles here. Maybe there's a class or something, a webinar, a master class or something that you can sign up for that'll give you that insight on that 8 of Cups for you. Because the 8s talk about action also. Actions, infinity. 4 of Rods coming right in here. The 4 of Wands. It's a lovely coming together. There's lovely pillars. They're full of bounty. They're full of harvest there. There's a beautiful castle in the background. The 4 of Rods right here. We're talking like reunions, foundations, buildings, setting a good foundation. So I think maybe check into something to enhance your skills here, where you're reaching out for that Sun card. Something long term. Looking forward to success. Looking forward towards what's going to be coming up now. That 8 of Cups definitely talks about it. Same with the Knight of Pentacles there. And with the 4 of Rods, we've got a clarification thing that's happening. A foundation that's being built. So the start of a new foundation. Maybe in this time of rest, it is time to read a book and hone in on a specific part of a skill that you've been thinking about or you know a bit about. It's time to brush up on. Yeah, and things are definitely happening in 3s. So, like, wins, losses, news, olds. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck here for us. Interesting. So, communication. Don't be afraid of anyone or anything. And going forward with that. What an interesting bunch of cards today. Ooh. So remember, with all cycles, and I say this many times, this too shall pass. While we're feeling a little bit in chaos here with this little grouping, that first little grouping, having that news sprung on us daily through internet, through TV, through radio, take your break. Take some time away. Have that rest time. Use this lockdown time right now for rest. Have that look within with these 3 major arcana cards here. We've got the Emperor, the Death, and Temperance, okay? So look within. Find a spiritual connection that you can associate with. Maybe that's going to be your learning new thing. But it's going to bring you some balance into your life that is much needed. Do not feel despair afterwards, though. Once you reach out for the appropriate help and knowledge, you will be set forth on your slow and steady race to go. This 8 of Cups with lots of different options in here. Self-discovery. Moving from one step to the next. Having that Page of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles coming in, ready to plant those seeds. Laying that good foundation with the 4 of Wands. Okay, so the King of Swords right there, communication. Kings can be a little bit standoffish too, but also if you need to be a little bit more strict with a learning schedule or getting something to a schedule point, he will guide you there. He's overlooking this reading right now with a nice shiny sword, ready to go forth and make it happen. Ooh, what an awesome reading. Thank you so much, Jovey Elf, for letting me read your cards. Congratulations to you for winning. And yay, it is as always an honor and a pleasure to be able to read cards for you guys. It seems to be I'm giving away readings on Thursday mornings, so I hope to see you all there next. And click one of these boxes. It'll take you to the live stream where I post. and to the personal readings playlist where these can be found. Bright blessings to you. I hope your day is great, and I will see you next time on the channel. Mwah.